tennis betting share with the second half of the Sunshine Double ready to get underway. Our tennis betting expert Derek Bilton is here to help you invest wisely, the great and the good of the men's game. Head to Florida this weekend after 30 years of the Miami Open being played at Crandon Park. It will be interesting to see how they go at the all-new Hard Rock Stadium venue. While nobody is completely sure how the courts will play, conditions are almost certain to still be humid and on the slow side, for a hard court anyway. In recent years, Miami has been a tough gig for top seeds, with Novak Djokovic, twice the only #1 seed to prevail since 2006. Last year John Isner won the event as a 100/1 rag, so while Djokovic is a rightful favorite at 6/4, I wouldn't be knocking people over to back him as things stand. Yes, Djokovic has been the main man on the ATP Tour for the past 9 months, and yes, he is a 6-time Miami champion. Indeed, he claimed the first of an incredible 32 ATP Masters 1000 titles in Miami back in 2007, so clearly loves it in Florida. However, he suffered a shock loss at Indian Wells recently to Philip Kohlschreiber to prove he is only human after all, and he looks a bit short to win a tournament that always throws up its fair share of shocks. Rafael Nadal, Juan Martín del Potro and Andy Murray all miss out through injury. While this is an event Roger Federer has never really stamped his class all over. Federer has 100 tour-level titles, but in 17 previous visits to Miami he has only won the event 3 times. He not enjoyed the best start to the year, and with this in mind, even at 9 halves, the grand old man of the men's game looks a bit short. Looking further down the betting, Alexander Zverev immediately catches the eye immediately at 14/1. For while he's not had the best season to date, Zverev is just too talented not to land something big in 2019. Let's not forget he claimed 2 Masters titles in 2017, while last year he won the World Tour Finals. Zverev made the final in Miami last year too, dropping just 1 set along the way before losing in 3 to an inspired Isner. If he's fully fit, he has the game to hit through players on this type of track, and his draw looks decent. If the seeds hold, he would be scheduled to meet Stefanos Tsitsipas in the quarterfinals, and while that would be a fascinating matchup, the German would go off favorite on an outdoor hard court. He couldn't meet Djokovic before the final anyway, and so 14s looks a cracking price about a player who looks set to dominate the landscape once the Big Four finally call it a day. In the opposite half of the draw to Zverev, Dominic Thiem looks overpriced at 20/1. The world no. 4 claimed his maiden Masters title, and biggest victory of his career, at the weekend when he beat Federer in 3 to win the Paribas Open. And while only 7 players have ever claimed that Sunshine Double, winning Indian Wells and Miami back-to-back, he has the game to join that elite group. The 25-year-old was struggling in terms of form before Indian Wells, but confidence is a funny thing in sport, and I wouldn't rule out another inspired run in the sun over the next 12 days. Bilco's banker, Alexander Zverev to win the Miami Open at 14/1, bet 365. Best of the rest, Dominic Thiem to win the Miami Open at 20/1, Betfair. More from tennis 365, Alexander Zverev, Dominic Thiem.